Welcome to this Quick Take Rapid Learning module. Today's topic, the post-close, how to avoid last-minute surprises and lock in the sale. After 6 months of presentations, proposals, and follow-up, Jake's just closed a major sale. Come by tomorrow with the paperwork, his customer Charlotte tells him. Life is good, Jake thinks. The next morning he meets with his new customer, contract in hand. Charlotte sets it aside. There's been a wrinkle, she says. Oops, this sale that was in the bag wasn't. Jake was following the rule he'd learned in Sales 101. Don't sell past the close. Once the customer says yes, just say, "Great, let's get started." The problem is, some customers still have unfinished business. And if you ignore it, you could find that sale slipping away, like Jake did. In this quick take, you will learn how to use the post-close, a simple yet powerful technique that can help you test your new buyer's commitment and protect your sales against last-minute surprises. When Charlotte told Jake he had won the business, she was sure she'd made the right choice. She was fed up with her current vendor's consistent late deliveries. So when Jake had called on Charlotte, she was ready to listen. She gave him a small trial order, and Jake's service was top-notch. She checked around, and everyone raved about Jake's company, so she gave him a verbal commitment. After she'd spoken to Jake, Charlotte called her current vendor to break the bad news. If you were on the receiving end of that call, would you just give up? No, you'd fight to keep the business. Well, that's what Charlotte's vendor did. The rep laid it on thick. Charlotte, we know your business. A new vendor will have a steep learning curve. And I promise you we've fixed the problems for good this time. Just give me 30 days to prove it. You've got nothing to lose. Charlotte thought this was going to be a short, simple call. She wasn't prepared for the pushback she got. And now she's thinking, these guys have been doing better lately, and switching can be risky. Maybe I'll give them one more shot. So it turns out that at best, Jake is facing a 30-day competitive shootout against a vendor who knows the customer's operations, knows how to push Charlotte's buttons, and is playing for keeps. Jake could have headed them off by using the post-close technique. Here's how it works. When Charlotte tells Jake he's won the business, Jake says, "Charlotte, thanks for the opportunity, but let me ask you something. When your current vendor tries to convince you to stay, what will you say?" "I'm going to tell them we've decided to go with you," Charlotte says. But she's wavering. This is going to be an uncomfortable conversation for her. Charlotte's response tells Jake there's more work to do. So Jake has to get Charlotte back in touch with the issues that drove the sale in the first place. He says, "Charlotte, I'm sensing some hesitation. I want to be sure you're 100% comfortable with your decision to go with us. So let me review a couple of things. In our first meeting, you told me you were frustrated because your vendor kept missing delivery dates, right?" "Yes, that's right." "And those mistakes reflected badly on you, right?" "That's true. My boss was furious about the lost revenue. I can't afford any more botched deliveries." "And are you convinced we can do what we've promised?" "Yes, I am. Your references checked out. You did really well with the trial orders, and your customer service rep really knows our business. So, is there anything at all that would make you hesitate to go with us?" "No, Jake, you've addressed all my concerns." Now that Charlotte's recommitted, Jake can use the post-close again. So when your current vendor gives you 20 reasons why they should keep the business, what exactly are you going to say? Charlotte looks Jake in the eye. "I'll say, your late deliveries cost our company money and hurt my reputation. Don't take my decision personally, but I've chosen to go with another vendor." This post-close approach does two things. When you ask your closed prospect to revisit the reasons why she needs to switch, it reinforces her psychological commitment to making the change. The "what exactly are you going to say?" question allows the prospect to rehearse the difficult conversation she's about to have. When you remind a prospect why she needs your service, ask her to anticipate what objections she's likely to encounter and help her wrestle to find the right words to deflect those objections. She'll be less likely to renege on your deal. Here are some other post-close questions you can ask. What will you do if your vendor beats our lowest price? What will you say if your boss questions this decision? If purchasing pushes back on our pricing, how will you respond? It takes guts to challenge a buyer who's just said yes, But when you engage the buyer in this discussion, you lock in their commitment and protect your business. Thanks for watching. Now return to the program page and take the quiz. Also, please take 15 seconds to click on the survey link and fill out an evaluation of this program.